Good evening, everybody, out there in FFS Ireland. I can pronounce it straight. Welcome to tonight's live stream because I've just gone out and recently purchased this because I'm bored. So I'm just putting out the share links on through Discord at the moment. Just give me a second. And tonight I am going to reveal what I've just purchased. So, here we are. This is what I've just recently bought. And it is big. Extremely big. Yes, you've got it. It's Lego Optimus Prime. And yes, I am going to build it live right now because I'm bored. I've got nobody to talk to, and I might as well talk to nobody who's not watching this at the moment. Right, here we go. Let's take a look inside, shall we? That's the problem with my nails. There we go. What we got? A lot. Total lot in now. Jesus Christ. Nice. Look at this. Right. One excellent way to store a bookie. So here we go. Just put that back in the box for a minute. One Transformers book with a lot, a very huge lot. 10 bags. 10 bags. That is going to be fascinating. So stick with me for a while if you fancy watching this. Oh, this is, oh no, that is nice. However, I am not going to be using the book. I am going to log into the Lego website and I'm going to download the instructions instead. Why? I find it more easier doing that way in, going through this book. So let's get the instructions up. Now, if you're hearing that in the back, a noise in the background, that's my air kind of blowing off, which is a right pain in the neck. Okay, let's see what we go. I've got the instructions up at the moment. This is absolutely nice, this to look at. Yep, yada 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 yada. Right, okay, let's bring up the old thingy. Let's go to what do you call it? Capture. Actually, go to window capture. There we go. Shrink it up for a minute there. Hello, Wendology. Do you want to come and join? Because I threw out the link on Discord. Right, where to start? Bag number 1, bag number 2. So 10. Can get chucked over there. 7 can get chucked over there. Oh, tires, lovely. 4 can get chucked over there. So can number 9. There's number 6. So can get chucked over there. 1, 8. What the hell is it? Hello. A little Lego booklet. Lovely. There's number 3, and I can get chucked over there, and so can the tyres. Right, okay. Let's start, shall we? Bring up the instruction guides. So, bag number 1, please. Anyway, Wendy, you don't need to worry about missing the start. If you want to come and join in, the links in the FFFSI private server you're a member of. So. Right. Let's begin, shall we? For a long time I've been a fan of Transformers, but since this has got an mount, I thought, sod the DeLorean, I'll be waiting forever for that, and might as well get this instead, which is more nicer. Right, next one please. 2 of these. It can go on there. Here we go. Right. No problem, Wendy. Shasu was going to say you're welcome to join in for a little while you watch it, to talk to me while I'm building this. But don't you worry, just please monitor the chat if anyone shows up, if that's okay with you. Oh, that's the wrong way round. Anyway, someone's got his Ming and I've got my Transformer. Oh god, where's that piece, eh? Hiding. Right, moving on to the next section. One thing I want the most is this Transformers soundtrack to go with this. Right. So that goes. Yeah. Lovely. So we've got to do it the opposite way around now. Definitely put it on that. Oh, hello, Wendy.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm not too bad. Not too bad. I've been sort of glued to the Johnny Depp trial coverage. So I'm
yeah,
now
I've
that we've
just
had
heard.
now that we've had the verdict, now I can sort of forget about it again for a while. It's sort of like a bit of a tar baby. Once you start watching it, you kind of get stuck in, and then you sort of feel like you have to see it to the end, you know?
Yeah, yes. This is why I'll stay away from things like that media type stuff because I
Yeah.
don't find a fascination for it. I never found a fascination.
It's funny because normally I don't either. I mean, we're both the same. We don't really follow like the celebrity stuff at all, but
Mm-hmm.
I do have quite a fondness for Johnny Depp as an actor. Um, you know, I don't really need to know about his personal life, to be honest, but I
Yeah,
think because this particular trial um stood for a few different types of things, it just captured my interest. And like I said, it's done now. Verdict's in, so we can move on now.
yeah,
But yeah,
yes.
just I'm I'm pretty tired, so I'm probably not going to be up for too much longer. But I thought, hey,
That's
I'll drop
fine.
in and say hello and keep you company for a couple of minutes.
Yeah. Well, I've been bored near enough all day, and I won some money on a scratch card earlier, about £100, and I went, sod it, I might as well go out and get this.
Oh, well done! Congrats.
Thank you very much. But the thing, if you're hearing the noise in the background, that's my aircon. Sorry.
I can't really hear
That's
anything
fine.
much. No,
Well, anyway,
upstairs.
I had to wait. It took me about an half hour to get to Stratford, not far from me, just to go and pick this up. And I had 10 minutes before the store closed.
Oh my God.
So that was lucky getting it in there. But the thing is, trying to get through Stratford City where everybody's in your way and that, it's like trying to play hurdles.
Oh my God, yeah. Were you in your car or did you
I
take
don't, I
public
don't,
transport? Or?
I take public transport. I don't drive, unfortunately, because I'm a
Yeah,
cyclist. I'm not one of
yeah,
those, what do you call it, nutter cyclists who dress up in lycra.
yeah.
Can't stand those people.
Yes, yes. It can be a bit of a yeah, I know what you mean. Some of them get, some of them are fine, but some of them get really sort of full of themselves and expect you to jump out of the way and stuff. But no, I can appreciate the public transport element. We're both on public transport as well. I drove for many, many years when I lived in the States, but I just haven't bothered since I've been here because the public transport system has served me quite well.
Major problem is it's the waiting times.
Yeah, that's the only thing. And not you can't get to like every place, and sometimes things that you think would take a shorter journey, you need like 6 buses just to get like go a fairly short hop sometimes, depending upon what the routes are like. So yes, it has its drawbacks, but after driving for like God decades, I'm kind of happy to just hang up my keys and just let somebody else do the driving these days.
I can understand. See, the
Yeah.
thing is, when I have to be driven round, I usually get in cabs. And the thing is, we've got a taxi driver who I will not name because I'm promoting him. He drives us round pretty much, and
Hmm.
he's a very good, very nice bloke, very talkative. He's like a one in a million type of guy.
Yeah.
So, and the thing is, he
Cool.
looks after my little brother. My little brother to he sent us during the days of the week. So
Oh, good.
that's so that's a great thing about it. Uh, yeah, just I'm just I thought let's do a Lego build tonight because
Yeah.
frankly I've got nothing much to do. I was just sitting here bored and I think I've seen enough movies. Might as well
Yeah.
go and grab this if we can. But while I was in the Lego store, I asked about the Lego DeLorean, and they go, "Well, we've had to stop stocking it because everyone keeps trying to rip it off the shelves and that."
So they had
So the Lego,
so many attempted
it,
thefts that they had to stop stocking it.
yes, and also
Wow.
it was like someone was going in trying to buy like about 5 of them at once, and
Wow.
you think to yourself, why do you want 5 of them?
Because they're going to flip them. They're going to wait until they can't be bought anywhere else, and then they're going to try and charge exorbitant prices, probably.
Yeah, but I call that absolutely mad.
So that was, I mean, I don't know how much they cost. I don't know how much the kits cost, but I can imagine buying 5 at one go has got to be a pretty big chunk.
Yeah, yeah.
Jeez.
And I think they see the thing is they've said they've got enough Lego Optimus Primes in the store at the moment.
Right.
So that's the greatest thing. It's just the DeLorean. It became too popular. Everyone wanted it all of a sudden.
Hmm. That's annoying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that what you're making? Is it Optimus Prime?
Oh yes.
Cool. What's the full build?
Huh? The full build.
Yeah,
About 10
what's
bags. And this is
say
only
again?
bag one. About 10
10 bags.
bags.
Wow.
And this is only bag one. And you see, look at the size of the box.
Wow.
That is huge. I'm gonna switch it
That
on.
is huge.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Oh no,
That's
tell
going to
me
be
about it.
really cool though when it's done.
Oh yes. Yes, the thing is when it comes to me and Lego, people call me a Lego master. I don't, I just call myself sod it, I just build it.
Yeah. Yeah, we love Lego as well. I like I said
Mm.
I'd love to get back into doing it. It's just finding the time to do it, and the room that I'm in now that we use for I use for my work as well as for doing the live streams is a cat-free room,
Ah, right.
and that's where I would need to build any Lego would be in this cat-free room because otherwise it wouldn't even be possible because I'd be descended upon
I can
by
understand
three
that.
by three furry little helpers who wouldn't who would be helping but in their own special way, which would be knocking the pieces everywhere.
Yeah, I can really understand that, especially like you're trying to find a certain piece, and next thing you know, you find the cat swallowed it, and you go, oh god, no.
Yeah. Yeah, especially because there's such tiny little pieces and things like that. So, but I've always liked puzzles, jigsaws, any kind of physical, tactile puzzle. And that's one of the reasons I personally love Lego so much as well.
Well, my advice: get back into it when you choose to get back into it. But if you want to do something like with Lego, start small, right?
Yeah.
Start small and build your way back up to it. Don't dive back into because the thing is, you could like buy a set like this, and
Yeah.
then you get absolutely lost, and you think, right, where's that piece gone? Where's that piece gone?
Yeah.
It's a nightmare when like a piece drops on the floor and you be there all night trying to find it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah, like I
if
said, like I'd mentioned in the past, I mean, the last Lego professional Lego kit that I did was the warrior with the dog on the lead.
the
The
Bionicle.
Bionicle. Yeah, and that's a really old one. So I can't even find that one on any of the images on a Google search. I cannot find that particular one,
If you
which
get
is
the
weird.
name of it, I could bring that up.
It's I'm not sure because back in the day, back when I got that to make,
Hmm.
I foolishly didn't keep the box.
Oh,
So that's why I keep looking for an image of it because I'm not sure which one it was. I just know it's the Bionicle range, but I don't know which one. And the dog um, that comes with him is very distinctive looking,
yeah.
so I know once I see it, I'll know it instantly. But the searches that I've done, the image searches so far for Bionicle, I haven't seen the image come up.
Well, the
But
next
one
time
day
I'm
it'll.
on, what I do for you, the next time I'm on Let's Talk Geeky, right?
Mhm.
I will find it for you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, if
I
you
will
can
find
find it, I can send you an image of what it looks like.
it. Yes,
And
because
if
the
you
thing
can,
is, I had all the Lego Bionicles once upon a time.
I know, I know. I don't like to bring it up because I know it's not a very nice memory.
I still got one knocking about, but the thing is that when I had to get rid of all my Bionicles, I thought, oh well, damn. But the thing is that I could have set up like something at the back to put them on and that, but I
Mhm.
just ran out of room.
That's a big consideration. Once
Yeah,
you start running out of room, then you are in difficult territory, really.
yes. It's
Yeah.
just I've seen so many people online, like all these other YouTubers,
Hmm.
and they've got like vast Lego city rooms and all this and that, a whole room dedicated to like a massive Lego city. And you think, I wonder how much they've spent out all on that.
Hmm. You
And
have to
then,
have the right situation. You definitely have to
yeah,
have, plenty of space. I mean, if you have enough space where you can dedicate an entire room just to Lego, you're doing pretty well.
yeah,
Like I say, we don't have very much space, and like I said, we have one cat-free room. As much as we adore our cats, we have one cat-free room where we can sort of is where we have all of our geek stuff and things like that. But there wouldn't even be enough room if I started making like loads of Lego. We would just run out of room to put it up really. So I don't mind, like I would still like to get a small kit at some point just to have the relaxation of making it because I'm you probably you'll know what I mean. It's like when you're making them, you're just like in the zone and it's really
oh yes,
relaxing. Even though it looks complicated, it's still relaxing.
oh yes. Can I just say something? There was this Lego model that I built years ago, and it got too big. It's still in what you call like storage at the moment. It's like still
Mhm.
in sections and all this and that. And when I built it, it was like, right, where am I going to put it? Oh God, now I've run out of room. And you think, oh great. And then in the end you think, why do I bother? And then you think, yeah, because I'm a Lego enthusiast. That's why I bother.
Well, yeah, exactly. If you love Lego, then it doesn't, it's not just having the final build, it's the fun of the process, and
Yeah.
it's that great feeling of just seeing it come together. Um That's what I
Yes.
enjoy about it. You know, it's super relaxing. It's fun. It's fun to do, and it just forces my brain to just forget about everything else, and then you just sort of focus on that.
Mm. Well, I know some people, they've gone out and like bought these. Someone went out and bought the Titanic, and then
Mm.
they realise, where am I going to store this? And then you find out, oh God, what have I got myself
Yeah,
into?
yeah. We've been wanting the original sort of Lego Falcon, the Millennium Falcon, but we literally have to sort of figure out a way of suspending that from the ceiling because there'd be
Yeah,
like no room.
yeah. To suspend that from the ceiling, you would need really strong fishing wire, and you've got to like have the fishing wire go through the model and
Yeah,
then like hooked underneath the actual model itself,
yeah. And
and that is
it's
a total nightmare.
exactly. So we'd still love, love to get it, but I think it it's like the thought of having it and then worrying about somebody, bumping into it or, one of the cats popping in the
Yeah.
room and knocking it down or something. I think I'd end up probably spraying it with um like a spray glue maybe, or like a spray to just sort of keep it together.
Yeah, I've got to say you've got to be careful, like gluing Lego pieces together because over the years it tends to rot the Lego pieces.
Yeah, because of the chemicals, I guess, in the
Yeah.
yeah,
So my advice
degrades the
is,
plastic.
yeah. So my advice, don't spray it with anything, but just keep like it very clean and like keep
Mm,
the dust away from it.
mm,
Because how can I put this? It's just and you've got some Lego models out there where someone's glued all this like Lego together,
hmm
and after about 5 years, the glue starts to affect the model, and it makes all the pieces twist and all this and that, and
After only 5 years, yeah, that's not very long.
yeah. And also, it
Mm,
affects if you want to wash the Lego model, it also affects that
mm,
because
that's true.
sometimes when I order stuff off of a website called Bricklink to get my spare pieces,
Hmm
I have to like wash them down, and I have to put them in soapy water to get rid of all the grime and all this and that out of them, and
Mm,
then leave it to dry or dry it with a hair dryer like carefully, and that's
hmm
that. But yeah, gluing it together, I wouldn't advise it. All you got to do is just keep the pieces stiffened and hardened together,
Yeah,
and then you have no problems.
yeah,
So
yeah. I have to have a nose at some of the kits. We were looking in, I think it was HMV that might have had a couple of kits in there. And if it wasn't HMV, it was. There's also a TV and movie store in our town center as well. But I don't think they have a lot of Lego in there. I think we must have seen it. It had to have been in HMV, I think. I saw some smaller Lego kits, which kind of interested me. You know, I'm kind of not. I'm fussy, like with the different kits.
mhm.
I like anything to do with dinosaurs, and obviously classic Star Wars,
Well,
classic
my
Trek, things like that.
my advice: you've got the Jurassic World dinosaur set at the moment, and you can get
Mm,
them from like your local retailers like Argos, the Lego store, yada
hmm
yada yada. But the thing is that it's you just got to get hold of them.
Yeah. The other one that what was the other one I was just thinking of that we were talking about? I can't think of what it was now. It's another one that I wanted to try. Oh, what was it now? I can't think. So I think my brain's gone now today.
That's all right. You ever loved the TV show Friends?
Yes, yeah. Used to watch that when it first went out.
Well, they've got the Lego set Friends kit out there in the world at the moment, where you can
Oh, yeah,
build
I follow
Ross.
you now.
Yeah, you can build that. But the
Yeah,
problem
I
is,
think
you want to stick it somewhere.
I just remembered what it was. The Moss Isley one.
Yeah.
They make the Moss Isley Lego thing. That was one we would love to get as well.
Yes. Yeah.
But that
The thing,
I don't know how available that one is now. I think Az got it
yeah, I think
a while
Az
ago.
went on the Lego store to buy that one. To get
Mm,
one of those, because
yeah,
sometimes with these Lego models, they're only exclusive like to the Lego store and the Lego websites.
yeah,
So that's the problem. This is why Lego has major problems trying to ship most of these models sometimes, because if you have something only exclusively online, that's where it sells out too fast, and then you get the scammers trying to sell it for an absolute mass fortune.
yeah.
So, but it's how can I be? Yeah, they are releasing some fantastic kits at the moment, and you think, where were these kits over 10 years ago? Why
Mm,
has it become all of a sudden? Because I think the reason why Lego did this, sorry Lego, is because they saw someone build an actual genuine Lego Optimus Prime, and they thought to themselves, "Yeah, we'll have that.
mm.
Yeah, we'll build that." I don't think Lego comes out with anything original anymore.
It was weird. Yeah, I went on the Lego website recently. I think we were talking about it on Let's Talk Kiki one night. We were looking at the websites. It just looks so weird now. It doesn't. It's like it's almost like a developer website now instead of a.
Yeah,
It just looked weird. It didn't look like I was expecting it to look, where you could just pick the different kits and it was all designed that way. It just seems more like a developer's type zone.
yeah.
But
I
I'd
can
have to
see
go
what you
back
mean.
and look at it again. But I remember when we were looking at it that night, I was thinking, it just doesn't seem like I expected to see like a huge, huge, huge selection of different kits that you could buy, and there was not a lot on there.
Mm. Yeah, I don't think Lego has the right idea sometimes. I think they're looking at too much of how much can we ship of all these stuff at the door, and then. And also, to make matters worse, now I've got no offence against the TV program, but I cannot stand Lego Masters.
I'm not sure what that
So
is. Oh, is that like
it's
a thing where they have like the competitions to build?
oh yes,
I think I have seen. I think I have seen that.
yeah.
I've
I
seen at
can't
least
stand.
one. Yeah, where they have like teams,
Yeah,
like family, like father and son or father and daughter or whatever teams
yeah,
building it. Yeah, we don't even watch regular TV anymore anyway, but I can remember when they came out with that and it intrigued me because I saw Lego. And I didn't really stick with it for whatever reason. It didn't hold my attention. It's what was it about it that you didn't really
what
connect with?
um, what it was is that you had to build like a certain Lego model in a certain amount of time,
Right.
right? And sometimes I thought when I analysed it, it looked like that the imagination went out the window.
Yeah.
It like yeah, they're trying their best to put something into this creation, right? And they're doing, and oh, you got about 2 minutes left to finish, and they're not even finished it.
Yeah, I think the time pressure thing just completely defeats the creativity element. And I know, I guess in one sense you could say, well, it's forcing them to, to really use their creativity. But to me, the reason that I like Lego is I like to be able to take my time with it and really enjoy that process. If I had to rush through it or build it within a certain time period, it would cease to be enjoyable.
Yeah.
Because it's not supposed to be about pressure. It's just supposed to be about, building it at your own pace.
See, I can build like a Lego model, like a small Lego model, probably within about half hour.
Yeah.
But when I'm building something like Optimus Prime here, I rather like take my time with it, but it like kills a few hours of boredom.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
what it is.
And I think it's like the other thing too is if someone chose to time themselves, that's one thing because that's their personal choice. But to have to compete against like other people, I don't know, that would take the fun out of it for me. I think I would just, if I choose to build something, I would just take my time with it, build it at my own pace. As long as I'm having fun doing it, I don't care how long it takes.
Well, the
I don't want it to
term,
take too long, but
yeah, the thing is, the term of the I think that's what the name Lego means is play well, right? You're just actually playing with Lego, but you're building it and having fun with it at the same time.
yeah,
But turning it into like a hyper competitions, and just it's like, and next thing you know, when they've like finished it, you got the judges looking at it and go, it doesn't look good enough, and you think, oh god, why do I
yeah.
bother?
All it is like it's the same format as like the cookery ones, the baking ones. It's the same format. They just applied it to Lego where it's the same exact thing where the judges come around and check things and they only have a certain amount of time and blah blah blah. But yeah, none of those particularly appeal to us as well because it's like I said, if I choose to do something, I do it for the enjoyment of it. I wouldn't like want to be put up against other people to try and build it in a certain period of time. That some people might enjoy that, and that's fair enough. To each his own. But I think
Yeah,
personally, I would rather just have the fun of building it at my own pace.
yeah, that's the thing about it. Like with Lego, you're just having fun building it. You know, what I'm doing at I'm talking to you, but I'm also doing this at the same time. So
Yeah,
if you had a Lego model in front of you, we just could be like having a discussion like about other topics while we're both building like a Lego set.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
And the thing is, we don't need to like keep looking at the chat all the time. Otherwise, if we look at the chat,
You're
we
not
get
going to get
lost.
much done. Yeah,
Yeah, but no, it's just yeah, it's just with competitions and that. I'm not a type of person who rather like enters a competition and then pray to God that I'm going to win and I'm going to win. Because
yeah,
in the end, it's just you don't win and you get it's like the utter disappointment of it all, and you just think why bother?
yeah,
But
exactly. It's supposed to be fun, and if it ceases to become fun, then what's the point?
yeah,
And like I said, I think um, the one show that I did enjoy um, that is based on teams being put up against each other is the battle bots,
oh
the
yes,
robots. That show was so much fun. I forget what it was called.
we had it over here called Robot Wars.
Robot Wars. Yeah, that's it. I absolutely love that. That is so much fun to watch. And they had a version of it in the States as well, which is where I first saw it. But It's just fun. That to me is just great fun, and it's fun for the teams because you can see. I mean, the skill at engineering and building it
Yes.
is very rewarding. But I would hate to have built something and then have it been completely destroyed
Oh
in the
no.
ring. I would be in bits.
Can I just say something? When Robot Wars was back on in the late 90s, 2000s, there was a massive. I wanted to actually build my own robot myself, but I didn't have like a team or understand electronics.
Yeah.
But you just, and then you learn some people actually built, right, the actual, like, the robots themselves
Yeah.
just to get on the TV program and have a laugh.
Yeah.
That's what I liked about it. And someone turned around and said, "Yeah, we ripped." Someone came out with once on the show years ago. We ripped my mother's washing machine apart just to build this.
It's got to
And
be
then,
mad fun, a bit like Dr. Frankenstein, building your big beast of a machine and then setting it loose, in the ring with the other ones. It's just great fun. I love going back and watching some of those.
yeah, funny enough, thinking about Frankenstein, I watched this. Oh God, got it. I watched this film the other night, which I found a bit peculiar. I'll recommend it to you and Mr. Hyde.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be a black comedy, well, a black British comedy,
Mm-hmm.
and it was called Britannia Hospital. And you've got
Britannia
this
Hospital.
Britannia Hospital.
Okay.
It's got like an all-star British cast in it, and you had Malcolm McDowell, and you see him in the nude in it, and you think, bloody hell,
Yeah.
he's hairy.
DMI.
Yeah, you think he's very hairy.
When was it made? Is it fairly
It
recent
was
or is it?
made in the 1980s.
Oh,
I've got
wow.
a copy of it, but what I can do, I'll send you like a link later on through Discord of what it is,
Sure.
and if you, Mr. Hyde, could come across it and have a watch of it, I think Mr. Hyde might have to cut out a certain part because there is like a bit of nudity in it.
Yeah.
He's not going to get that past the YouTube censors, I tell you.
No, probably not. Probably not. But yeah, no, definitely send the link. We'll have a look.
Well, yeah, you just don't know if it's a black comedy or a horror now, but you got a guy who's like trying to create his own Frankenstein. And then when
Okay.
you get to the ending part, you think, well, he's at the end, so that was disappointing.
Yeah.
But another thing is, it's a hospital, but the entire staff are on strike, right? And they're on the picket lines and all this and that, and they're trying to stop patients getting in and everything else, and then you just start to learn more into it, and you think, is this a comedy?
Yeah, you can't quite make up your mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have a look for that because it's not one I don't think I've ever heard of that one.
Yeah, it's got an also, you got Leonard Rossiter in it, and he's like the owner of the hospital. And he's trying to do it. Leonard Rossiter, he was Rigsby in Rising Damp, Reginald Perrin, and also he done what you call the Shinzano adverts with Joan Collins. If you type him on YouTube, you'll probably recognise him.
Rossiter. Oh yeah, hold on. See if I can see. Oh, of course. Yeah. Very familiar face. Yeah, I just didn't know the name. Absolutely. Yeah. Darren would know who he is.
Oh, what a legend he was.
Yeah. Oh, I can see now looking at him. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, but it's just watching that film and you think, what is it?
What are they doing?
Yeah. And you just get to the point like, okay, dokie, didn't think of that,
Yeah, what am I watching? Yeah, we've had a few strange ones like that.
And I thought early 80s, well, I thought other films back from the old era was like strange and that. You just think,
So
okay, what am I watching?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we definitely come across some of those. What section is that now that you've just finished building?
I had built the cab and the shoulder section, well, the midsection.
Okay.
So if I show you on the box, the cab and the lower
Oh
section.
yes, I see it now. Yep.
So he's getting now. Oh. So now I'm on bag number 3. And I'll tell you something, these are bloody good tyres.
Yeah, they look quite sturdy. Yeah.
I've got a funny feeling they're going to play a pain in the neck trying to put on later on.
Mm.
But no, yeah, I recommend, yeah, you should get back into Lego and like do your own like Lego.
Oh yeah, it's definitely on the list. I mean, I think it's just a question of the timing being right, and then if we're out and we see a kit that looks like fun, that's not like too much to do at once, we'll probably try and pick that up. Like I said, I think like a Lost World one or something like a classic Star Wars. Like I'd love to do the Mos Eisley one. That one looks really cool.
Me, if I had decided to build the Mos Eisley one, I wouldn't know where to put it.
This is the problem.
Yeah, I've already got a cabinet out the back full of Daleks and Doctor Who figurines in it. The problem is with Optimus Prime, I don't know where I'm going to put this up. I might have to stick it next to the Empire State Building or something.
I was going to say you probably need it in that section of the room, because I've seen that Empire State Building one in the background.
Yes. Yeah, the Empire State Building is a part of another Lego project I'm working on, because we're doing a live stream down the road, hopefully for the 28th of next month. We haven't properly confirmed it yet. We would like to invite you along with Darren and all.
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
We're going to be talking about a certain Thunderbirds episode called Terror in New York City.
Ah, cool.
But it's not a review. It's what you call a discussion about how would this fare up if it was real.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So if you'd like to watch the episode like in the next 4 weeks or St. Wendy, that would be grateful.
So what's the name of the episode again?
Terror in New York City.
Okay.
And it's about the Empire State Building being moved and then it collapses.
Ah, okay.
Due to underground rivers. But the funny thing is about it is that there's some these reporters who are trapped underneath the rubble of the Empire State Building. And you think, are they going to get them out? Aren't they going to get them out? And then you realise, oh, great, Thunderbird 2's been shot down by the US Navy.
Yeah.
And it's like one situation after another. And you just think to yourself, how in the hell did they make an episode, like a TV show about puppets, so intense and dramatized?
Yeah, I was going to say that sounds like quite a dramatic storyline, really. Yeah. Oh, we'll keep a lookout for that one, and have a look.
I'll send you the link. You can find it on.
Oh, cheers! Yeah.
But all I can say is that we're just doing a discussion, like a roundtable discussion about it, and well, I'm going to see how much PJ is going to go off on about it anyway, because I know he loves talking. No offense, PJ, but the thing is that I like to see what his deep dive into it will be about.
Yeah, could be fun.
Yeah, because I hadn't, like, all I've seen out there is people do reviews of Thunderbirds, but they've only like reviewed the episodes as in like, oh yes, it's the greatest episode ever, and you think, yeah, but what about the real aspects of it?
Yeah.
What happens if it was real? What happens if the Empire State Building was actually moved and did collapse and someone was shot at that point?
Kind of makes me think of 9/11 in a way.
Oh, and there's something interesting to tell you about that. Apparently, they thought Jerry Anderson predicted the future when it came to 9/11.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. And apparently that episode got banned in America for 5 years.
Really?
Yep. Because of what actually happened with the Twin Towers. And it's just like, how does that work? How do, you know, the thing is, when the Twin Towers collapsed, right, I just thought, this is something like out of a Hollywood movie. This can't be real.
It's weird, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just, oh god, I've lost the sticker. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, it's just how can this actually happen? Now,
there's a lot of interesting things out there where there were eerie parallels prior to 9/11 of the actual 9/11 happening, and it comes up every once in a while, and a few people have done different videos on it as well. It's a fascinating event for that reason, as well as the obvious, reason. I was still working in New York State when that happened, but I wasn't working in Manhattan. I was working in a sort of a suburb of Manhattan, not in the city, thankfully. But I didn't lose anyone in the towers personally, but I worked for a law firm, and a woman, I forget exactly how long after the collapse happened, might have been a few months. We hired a new receptionist, and I was training her up on how to, do things at the front desk and things like that. And as you do, I said to her, where did you work before? Just making conversation. And she just looked me square in the face and she said, Tower 1. And I was just horrified. I said, oh my God. I said, what happened? How did you make it out? And she said she had just given birth to twins, and she was off on maternity. And she said, everyone that I knew, all my work colleagues that I worked with, they're all gone, she said. She hadn't even been able to bring herself to go to any of the funerals because it was just too traumatic.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a weird, there was so many weird stories that came out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you see like TV shows that have actually done things that just sort of strike an eerie parallel, it really is fascinating.
Yeah, that I can really understand.
Mm.
It's just the one thing that really drives me nuts, well, actually drives me mad a little, is, and no offense to them, but it's the conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, you can go down a pretty deep rabbit hole with that stuff, It's it's what fascinates me is where they looked at the what do you call they looked at the engineering side of how and if something like that could happen under normal circumstances, looking at the outward obvious evidence of what happened. But you can't, once you go down that rabbit hole, it can be quite all consuming. I've watched countless videos of different types and different viewpoints and different theories of what happened. But you know, again, it's just it's a rabbit hole that once you go down, it's very hard to find your way back out of it, and you end up living your life in a sort of fearful state of mind all the time, and it can lead to quite paranoid feelings. But it interests me when it's when there's evidence, when there's clear evidence there that something's not making sense, or from an engineering point of view something's not making sense, and then you start asking those questions. But um, it can get, some people get very, very, very consumed by it.
Yeah.
So it all depends on how deep you want to go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's just it just sort of drives me chaotic, because then they start coming out with these different other theories saying, oh, it's all the American government's fault, and you just think to yourself, but how much do you know about this? How
Yeah.
much are you going to over? The thing is, sometimes I just hate it when people over analyze too much. And the more you just overanalyze it, as you said, it really drives you mad.
Well, you can't. Yeah, you sort of. It becomes a spiral.
Yeah,
Like I said, I'm interested up to a certain point, but then I do have a bit of a point where I'm not going to go too crazy with it unless there's some actual real physical evidence of it. Many times you can speculate, but you're not really ever going to have the physical evidence to prove that.
yeah,
um so yeah, it's I think it's just a question of again of how deeply people want to get into it. It can
yeah,
be quite addictive, because it's a bit like a mystery, and you just get to the stage where you just have to solve that mystery at all costs. But you have to pick your subjects.
yes, yeah.
I
It,
I I mean, there was so much that happened after 9/11, so many conspiracy theories, so much that came out that you I just sort of shut down to a lot of it, because it would just consume your life.
yeah, it's the same. It's the same when how can I put it? When you had because the anniversary is coming up soon, of the bombings in London we had in the
Yeah.
past.
Mm-hmm.
And then they started coming out with like conspiracy theories and all this and that, and all we know is that these gentlemen just walked into a train station one day and said, let's go and bomb London.
Mm.
It's the same when you had the mass stabbings also happening. You think,
Yeah.
why is this happening? Now, I don't know if you know much. The IRA, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like I'm not like a fan of the IRA,
Mm-hmm.
but I do have a little respect for them, as in, because when they did bombings, they usually put a phone call in and say there's a bomb planted, evacuate the area.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about them, to be honest.
Yeah,
I know a bit, but I don't really. I
yeah,
wasn't over
they,
here then, when that was going on. So
yeah. It's not just like they just put a phone call in and say, yeah, there's a bomb in the area, evacuate the area.
right.
And sometimes, the bomb actually goes off, or they find it and might dismantle it
Mm.
or dispose of it. It's just, but in today, I think it's just sometimes you've got these radicalists and all this. They're taking things to the extreme.
Yeah,
And
exactly. Well, there's no, yeah, they show a complete lack of perspective and a disrespect for human life in general, and it that to me doesn't impress me for their cause. You know, when they're killing innocent people, it's like, you want me to believe in whatever it is you believe in, and you doing that? No, sorry.
yeah, and you think, what is this supposed to be freedom for yourself? I don't see it as freedom.
No, no, it's a very strange mindset. Very, very strange.
It's just I don't know what this world is coming to at the moment.
I
And
know.
people have a moan at me saying, "Oh, you're burying your head in the sand." Yeah, because I don't want to know sometimes.
But
And
you know, that's the thing. I think this is why there's been such a pushback against a lot of the damage that's been done to escapism and franchises, you know, movie and TV franchises that have always provided that escapism, which is
yeah,
so necessary, because the world is never going to be a perfect place. It's never going to be a nice place in a lot of ways, and we need that escapism. Um, so to I kind of lost my train of thought, but I was going to say, I think I just think it's really healthy to sort of step back from all that sometimes and just not. Oh, I can see the bill now. Yeah,
yeah,
top of the legs now,
I know. I'll put the
like the
stickers on
hips.
later. I'll put the
Yeah,
stickers
you're
on later.
making good progress there.
Bag for right. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, no, just I that's the thing. I mean, I even find now I have to just take complete news fast. You know, just
Mm,
completely just disconnect. We don't watch the mainstream news as it is anyway.
yeah,
Um, we and even if I'm just looking at a local newspaper, you know, online, like an online version of a local newspaper, I sometimes think to myself, why did I just look at that?
mm,
Because I can't fix any of that, and it's just depressed me now.
yeah.
So you do have to sort of manage your exposure to it, I think, definitely. And there's nothing wrong with sort of stepping back from it and just, you know,
Well, when I look at the online newspapers, I avoid all the major stories. I avoid the what you call the reality star stories
oh
with
yeah,
Katie Price and with that because you just say, "Oh, it's the same old crap over and over again." I go when I want to look at a story. I tend to go for the little stories that nobody like that is a blind eye about.
hmm,
Like you've got Centrics and all this now, or this new invention's been made, but the thing is that some person can't, get it past the post in a way. It's just I like to look at little stories and then the huge major ones because the little ones they're more of a fascinating read, you know, and you think
absolutely, yeah, yeah,
whoever's like trying to, you know, like some people like have got massive problems with the cancels and all this and that, and yes, I can understand where they're coming from.
hmm,
I had the same problem around my area when you want to make a phone call to the local council and say, yeah, we've got a problem with our house, and the council takes forever to like sort it out.
yeah,
And you can sympathise with those type of people. It's just,
yeah. Well, that's it. It's more of a grassroots
yeah,
issue. Yeah, it's something that you can have a personal experience of as well as a personal impact on, whereas the wider world issues are concerning, but there's only so much that we can do, and to
yeah,
constantly keep soaking in all that negativity that's going on in the world, I can't do it personally. We both just we just don't even bother to watch mainstream news now.
I'd
You know,
agree
I
with
have
you.
certain sources that I'll have a look at to see what's going on globally, but a daily habit of doing that. I have certain things, like I'm fascinated by geology and volcanoes and earthquakes and all weather in general. I mean, any kind of geology or meteorology, we both love, and I particularly love keeping an eye on what's going on with volcanoes around the world and things like that, and I find that fascinating. That's what interests me. So that's kind of what I focus on in the news. Stories about that, or science stories about, scientific discoveries, archaeological discoveries, things like that. The celebrity stuff, the celebrity stuff we could care less about. Said it's very, very, very unusual that we've kind of got into following this depth trial, but that's because it deals with an issue that is something that we've observed happening, to friends of ours, and we're and family members, so it's like when somebody who's gone through something like that, you have a slightly more vested interest in seeing how the case is going to come out. And particularly for men's issues, because men stereotypically are always viewed as the abuser and not the recipient of the abuse. So in this case, it was clear to us, certainly from what we've observed and listened to, that whilst I'm sure he's far from perfect, I feel like, he was definitely dealing with a very difficult individual with her, and a very damaged individual. And I just didn't buy her story after watching her and after taking it all in. And I think it just became quite important to see it to the end. But generally speaking, like celebrity stuff, we just could care less about. We don't really pay that much attention to it. So yeah, we just focus on like the science stories, or we both love cosmology as well. So anything to do with the space, stories about.
Well, how can I be? I am like a great follower of Elon Musk at the moment.
Yeah.
Because what I've seen through the video so far, I'm wondering, when are they going to get that bloody rocket off the ground?
Yeah.
They tried it once. They managed to successful attempts, and the others, it ended in failure, but it doesn't matter. They said it was a spectacular failure when it went up.
Yeah.
About that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's fascinating. It's all really fascinating, because it's people actually physically impacting our future, impacting the future of our ability to get into space, and it links up with all of the dreamers that we've followed over the years, like Gene Roddenberry and, we were both, we didn't realize it at the time, we were both members of the Planetary Society for years. That was, I think it was started by Carl Sagan. So, anything like that, to me, there's so many interesting news stories like that to read, that I'm not interested in reading all the other crap, and the stuff that's just designed to keep you terrified all the time.
Yeah. See, the thing is about my interest in with outer space is not something to do with that, are there aliens out there and all this and that. We've been asking that question for years. And I've come to a term where they don't want to visit us because they've seen what we actually can do, and they're just waiting for us to calm down first.
Exactly.
They say, don't go to planet Earth. Why isn't that? You can stop by and say, don't just say hello to them. Why is that? The natives are mad.
Yeah, then they'll
And
go mad and kill themselves because
yeah,
they can't handle it. Yeah.
yeah, and I think they're just waiting for us to calm down first until they can like make first contact and everything. It's just how can I put it? I just find space fascinating because we can do it. We can journey out among the stars. It is going
Mhm.
to take like hundreds and hundreds of years. We're never going to be up to the level of tomorrow. We'll be in this, well, having the Starship Enterprise fly about.
Yeah.
It's just how can it? It's back when they did the original space program.
Hmm.
I know I wasn't born yet, but it's what JFK came out with.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
cannot. It's I can't remember. I don't. Can you remember the exact line?
I'm trying to think now. My
It's something to
brain's
do with
gone
that.
tonight.
It's not because it's easy, because it's hard.
Oh, yes, yes. I can hear him saying it. Yeah. We do something like we do this not because it is easy, but because it is hard.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, well he was a marvelous orator.
yeah,
Um but yeah, it's a to me it's just so much more interesting.
yeah. It's just the thing is about space. Why did we give up? We got to the moon. Why did we give up? That's it.
Well, it makes you wonder what, you know, there could be any number of reasons, political pressures. It's there's so many layers to it. There's so much politics there and things like that. It's hard to know. It's hard to really understand why. But like you say, why did we stop? Because in theory, if all of those brilliant minds had been brought to bear
Yeah,
on the concept and been given the right amount of funding and focus and free reign, can you imagine what they would have accomplished by now?
yeah.
You know?
Oh yes.
So,
It's like I've been watching that program because I've just watched the first and second series again because the other one's out in next week, and that's for all mankind.
oh yeah,
I love that program because yeah, it shows that the Russians got to the moon first, but it's just showing that the Americans are trying their best and the hardest, and next you know you see an alternative future,
hmm,
and you think bloody hell, is that what it could have been like back in the 1980s and all that?
mm,
And then I start thinking, wait a minute, UFO, Space 1999, that's where it could, that's where it could have gone.
yep,
It's just, I just see it sometimes, it's like, did progress really give up? As you said, it's like funding and all this and that. But
yeah.
sometimes they could have found the money from somewhere.
There's so much money out there. I mean, there's so much super wealth.
Yeah,
It just boggles the mind.
this
Um,
this is why I have respect for Elon Musk. It's because he's putting his money where his mouth is.
yeah,
And you
definitely.
think, what a guy. What a guy.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Oh yes. In overall, it's how could I put it? There's until the day we can finally like set foot on Mars.
Mm.
Then we know. Then I think the human race will finally realise that's it. We've gotten somewhere.
Hmm.
Now we've just got to stick to it.
Yeah.
Cannot give up now while we're ahead.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because if you give up now, then what was all the point?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But
Well,
that's space for you.
yep.
That's outer
Yeah,
space.
exactly. What's that section now that you're building?
This is the lower leg.
Okay.
This is the lower leg. And the way things are going at the moment, I think I'm going to be here all night at this rate, but never mind. Never
I'm
mind.
gonna
After you
probably
go, well, if you're going to shoot off, I'm going to put some like music on or something, just to help me pass the time.
yeah, I'm gonna have to. I am gonna have to shoot off actually, and hit the hay, as they say. But it's been great fun hanging out for a bit.
And
Thanks for
yep,
the invite.
thanks for coming on, Wendy. But I just want to know before you go, do you want to plug anything?
Oh gosh. Well, we have our Let's Talk Geeky sessions every Saturday on PJ Maybe's channel from about 8 p.m. Um, and those are great fun. Just a sort of general chinwag about all things geeky and whatever we decide to talk about that evening. Um, and I co-host the B Movie Cinema Show with Mr. Hyde on his channel, and we do those on a Sunday evening, where we watch a film and comment along. So those are great fun, and then we're really enjoying those. And those are the two main places where I'm hanging out more recently. And occasionally I pop on with Dan Hadley on his channels, and have a bit of a chat with them. But yeah, it's going to be fun. And I'm going to be on Daniel Leach. I'm going to be on his channel a week Friday. So not this coming Friday, but the following Friday, we're going to be doing a little retrospective about the first 4 seasons of Line of Duty, which is what we've been talking about and reviewing for a while with Charlotte. So that's going to be a fun hangout.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
what you
so
do,
that's it.
if you leave me the links in private chat, I'll put them on after this video, live stream, and put them in the links below.
Oh, cheers for that. Yeah, thanks very
No
much.
problem. And people who are watching this in the catch up and all this and that, check out the links to Wendology and also PJ Maybe's Let's Talk Geeky. So everyone out there, please follow the link, and also the link for my book is still, well, for the GoFundMe for my book is still going to be in the description afterwards and all.
Fantastic. I'm just looking for the I think Daniel's put the placeholder up for his chat. If I can get the window to load here. Come on. Here we go. There it is. Doot, doot. There we are. Okay. That's one. Oops. It's the trouble when you have two keyboards. I find myself tapping on the wrong keyboard and I'm wondering why there's nothing showing up on the screen.
Yeah, I get that sometimes. Sometimes the battery runs out on my keyboard and I keep banging the sodding thing and say, "Why are you not working?" And then I went, "Oh, it's the batteries are run out."
Well, let's see where PJ Maybe's next. Don't know if PJ's put the card up yet for Saturday, but I'll just put the link to his channel there.
Yes, I won't be there, I'm afraid, on Saturday because I'm playing snooker that night, probably by myself. Having a Saturday night out. That's all I can say.
That sounds good.
Yeah, well, I haven't played it in over a month, but need to get away from the computer for once in a while.
Yeah, oh, definitely for sure.
Otherwise, you start to think that the computer might start talking back to you.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Okay, right, Wendy. Well,
I'll leave you to. I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of the build, and look forward to seeing the progress as you get through that one.
Oh, well, don't forget, I'll be on Let's Talk Geeky this following Saturday when you'll be able to see it in person, probably sitting behind me.
Seeing the full build. Yeah, cool.
Oh, yes. Either in the truck mode or in the figurine mode. Who knows? But
All right
anyway,
then.
thanks for being my guest tonight, Wendy,
Yeah,
and have a
no
nice
problem.
night.
Yeah, thank you, and you. Take
Take
care.
care.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
And that was the fantastic Wendology, everybody. Check out the links for the channel she'll be featured on will be in the description after I finish building this. In the meantime, well, this is going to be tall at the end of it. I'll tell you. It is going to be tall. And this is only the lower leg. But I'm going to say this to you Lego out there. Keep it up and start getting more Transformers, because I would love to have a Soundwave version, because that is absolutely, well, I always love Soundwave, especially that synthesizer voice. Right, so how far have I got here now? Right, so I've got to this section. Right. So, right, getting there, so that's 6 of them. And a blue section somewhere. Oh, God. I know it, oh, it was upside down. Difficult. Oh, no, got that wrong. Right, so that goes up there. That so, and then we got that there. You know what? I might do a cut down video of this later on and add the Benny Hill theme tune for a laugh. I think someone's already beat me to it on that one. Right. Okay. Any kids out there in the show watching this? Sorry about this, but bollock shit, fuck toss. This is not an adult show. Well, this is an adult show, not a kids show. Sorry. I am really messing up my line, like my speech pattern. I don't know why. Transformers, robots in disguise. Autobots beat up the Decepticons. Right. Okay. So. There we go. That's the lower leg done. Yeah, now I can see why they couldn't bend the knees. This is going to be tall by the end of it. It's really going to be tall by the end of it. And the focus has gone. Great. This is what I hate about this camera. The shot's out of focus again. Look at the side of it. There we go. Oh god. Right, I am just going to have a little stop the camera moment. And I've got it on Arthur Collins' picture again. There we go. Alright, I'm going to have a 5-minute break. So, whoever's watching the video, I'm going to mute the mic for a little while. If you're watching this on the catch up, just forward it a bit, and there you go. Okay, I'm having a break. And we are back after my break. Bag number 5, please. If I'll get this done by 1 o'clock in the morning, that'll be a shocker. 3 hours to build an Optimus Prime. There we go. As if you ever come across this video and that, I would like to do a talk Lego build with you. The invite is out there. Just give me the time, the date, and let's get over and done with. Right, so time to get on with the next section, or the lower leg. Right. So, where am I? This is the interesting part, trying to find certain pieces. It is a flat piece. Where are you? Buried. I know it didn't drop on the floor. Come on, where are you? Right, they can get saved over there. Da, 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 da. Well, I am missing the flat piece, or I cannot see it because I'm slowly going blind. Sorry. Oh, I'll come across it at some point. No, it's definitely not dropped on the floor. Right, so if I look for that piece later, hopefully I'll come across it. Oh God, my leg's gone asleep. Interesting. How can I find some pieces? They have actually, hold on a minute, are they still in the back? No. Definitely not in the bag. there's only one option to this. It's either the machines forgot to put them in the bags, or I'm slowly going blind. I know some pieces didn't drop on the floor. Yeah, so they carry on. I'll come across it at some point. Right. Hang on a minute. You utter sod. They put it in the smaller bag. No wonder. God, and there's me thinking, did I lose the bloody pieces? Never mind. Right, they're clicking properly. Okay. I am getting there with this. I'm really getting there. Oh, God, my back. Oh. Aha. Ah, right. Okay. Right. Yeah, okay, that section's done. So we're getting out. This is going to be nice once it's finished. Tell you that. Dun, 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 dun. Problem is with these dark blue pieces, they are really, really dark blue. In my eyesight, they look black. And I just realised I made the complete cock up. Never mind. Pay attention next time, Alex. There we go. Alright. Right, that's that done. Slowly getting there. Yeah, definitely slowly getting there. Oh, that was a bit of a stupid thing. Right, okay. Yeah. Got confused there for a minute. Okay. This bag's nearly finished. As in the song by Bon Jovi, whoa, we're halfway there and we're living on a prayer. Oh, lovely. The wheels go on next. Okay. Right. So, that's another section done. And he's getting taller by the minute. Shame the legs can't bend, but hopefully one day that'll be sorted. Look at it. Too big for the sodding camera in a minute. Oh, my back. Right. Okay, so how does this work out? Hang on a minute. I got worried there for a second. The legs are on the wrong joints. Oh, God. That would have been a laugh. Gotcha. Right. Another piece left out. That can be saved for later. And on goes his tyres. But look how tall this is getting. Right, so bag number 6. You can go over to there. Bag number 6, please. Let's see. Yeah, that's opening one. Oh. I'll be just shocked if this is his head. I don't know where the sodding stickers are. Ah, there you are, you sodding stickers. Right, I found the sticks. You can go there and I'll put them on later. Two hours I've been on. It was great having you on, Wendy. Thank you for coming in, chatting to me, and yes, I will definitely put those links on after the show. Right. Yeah, that's the right one. Excuse me. Nope, that definitely doesn't want to go in. No, you don't. You are going in no matter what, even if I have to go fight it to the death this one. There we go. Okay, what the hell flew off? Ah, no wonder. Interesting. Makes you wonder that some of these pieces were Bionicle pieces. Once upon a time. It's great that they merged Technic with Lego. Right. this is the feet, I'll be absolutely surprised. And I just missed out on another. Aha! Yeah, it is the feet, all right. Might be here for 4 hours. Yeah, what the hell. There we go. So, next. Right, so that goes on like so. So that's 1 foot. Piece. Ah, see now. So the orange studs down the bottom. To like grip the floor easy. Okay, and then you take this piece and stick that on. And Optimus has got a foot. There we go. Getting out. Just wish the cab window stops swinging around. Okay. And I'll go again, I think. Yeah, you got to make this twice. Oh, God. Right. So, 2 feet. Should have built them at the same time, really, but never mind. Hopefully, this time it will not be that slow. Okay. Right. Okay, 2 more use on studs. Alright, Optimus Prime, second foot is complete. There we go. Look at the size of him. Here, Jim, if you're watching this, the size of my arm to the top. Oh, God. Right, at least he can stand up now. That's the main thing. Oh, right. Next one, please. What have we got here for this bag? Oh, 2 of them. Lovely. I'll do this as a double set build. Right. He's wobbling. Okay, right. Let's start. Okay. Ah. Transformers, robots in disguise, Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. Right, another 2 little tiny bits to throw in the Lego Spares box later. Aha, right. So that's where they go. Gotcha. Right, there we go. There's the side truck cab bits. There we go. Look at him. I wonder if I can transfer him. No. Oh, God, the bottom thing is going off now. Okay. Well, bugger that bit up, but never mind. That's it. Okay, so where did this exactly go on this model before I sort of screw it up? Aha, gotcha, right. There we go. Got to be very careful with this. Very careful. Ah, right. Gotcha. No wonder he wasn't going properly. Right. Okay. So, what bag are we on to now? Number 7, please. There we go. Found it. Right. I'm going to put some on, I think. Might listen to Adam and the Ants for a little while. Prince Charming, with nothing to be scared of. Forever. Keeping dandy, shiny, handsome. I think this is an arm section. Shining, Prince Shining, pretty good and nothing gonna get off. You ever looking dandy shit. I'm ahead of the curve. Well, I bolted that up, and there it goes flying off over there. There we go. Right, where the hell did that fly off to? Just over here. Oh, I think I was wrong there. It's the front cab section I'm building. At least he's getting that in place now. Okay, so that's that done. Oh, here comes an interesting bit. And deliver. Want me, baby. Right, that's. Whoa! Right. Aha! Right. So, if I put them down there for a minute, this section will go on there. That comes down like so. Gotcha. Right, so that goes like that. Oh, no, it's come off. Gotcha. Right. Golden Bennett, this is loose. Right, so that goes down like that, and they go in like that. Gotcha. Right, so that's the midsection done for a minute. In a way. So, right, what have we got here? Put another song on from 1981. Reminder, Alex. Put a lot of songs on. So they'll put some. I'm going to listen to Slade, I think. So that's where it goes. I think I'm jumping ahead on these pieces. Oh, no, wait a minute. Aha. Right. Yeah, that was right. Ah. Gotcha. Right. Oh, no, you don't. Shoulder joint. There we go. So here comes his shoulder. There we go. That's right. Why is this coming off? Golden minute. You don't. Yeah. So I might be building the other side now. Okay. Never Autobot logo. And you stop rolling it off. You're not about it. Might watch the film Help by the Beatles later. I don't know yet. Some more pieces, I think. And here we are with more loose pieces for the Lego box layout. So that's the other side done. When he gets in there. And I put it on the wrong side again. There we go. There we are. 2 shoulder pieces. It's probably nearly the same size as me. Right, while I'm at it, I think there we go. There we go. So that's the stickers on there. Bag number 8, please. We are getting closer. Oh. Yeah, 2 more bags left and that's it. Yes. We're doing 1 on. I'm going to do this, have a 5-minute break, and then get back into it again. Soon we'll be applying the head. Right, I've done it again. There we go. Slowly getting out. Do have the Transformers soundtrack around here, but I don't know if I'll get done for playing it. But I'm not going to go and be looking for it at the moment because I think I've got another arm to build after this section, unless it's his hand. Yep, I think I've got the other arm to build after this, and then I'm going to go on a 5-minute break. Right, so what we got here? Right, so that's that done. We've got a hand to build now. I really can't see these dark blue parts in this light. It looks black in my eyesight line, but it must be me. Well, I am slowly going blind. If they can build an Optimus Prime, I wonder if they can do an Optimus Primal. And I know someone's going to end up building Megatron. They always do. They've probably done a fan build of a Megatron already. Someone will end up building. Go on there, go. Build it. Do a Megatron. I'd like to see it in gun form, not tank form. Right, so, okay. Right, so that's that piece there. Piece there, and that piece there. coming up to the 3-hour mark soon. Okay, so that's one hand done, and an arm, which fits nicely on now. There we go, and that goes on when it decides to fit. Come on, don't be a swine all your life. There we go. Look at that. Up yours. That is good. That is absolutely good. And now the other side. So I think I put another song on. Oh, God, my back. Right, so there's the other hand going on in a way. Which doesn't want to fit for some weird reason. Have I got this right? Wrong again? Ah, right. Aha. No. Fascinating. I have to look back. Did I get this bloody wrong? Yes, I bloody did. Yep, it's supposed to be further along. Aha. Gotcha. Aha. Right. Yep. Okay, and that's the next arm on. Look at him. It's Frankenstein's monster. Oh. Oh. The head is about to be built, ladies and gentlemen. And everybody, whoever you are out there. Anyway, we are about to build the head of Optimus. So, where's this other piece? No. Wonder when we was going to get to this section. Okay. Transformers, robots in disguise. You can't change out the eyes, but what the hell. I can see now it's coming together nicely. So, right, here we go. Other extras. Lego, spare Lego box, and here goes Optimus Prime's head. There we go. Look at the size of him. at him. Yeah, it's one big old robot. Right, let's see what I've got to build extra on this. So what is bag 9? The Matrix, yeah. Energon Cube, yeah. Yaks, okay. The gun, yes. What I think I might do is actually leave these bag 10 and 9 for another time. Maybe I'll build them on Let's Talk Geeky next week. So, frankly, I think other bags on spare for the time being, including the sign. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Right, so truck mode, which he's in robotic mode at the moment. Right, so stand him up. You put the arms like that. You put the legs together, like so. You open that up, like so. And what you do, you take that like so, and aha, right. Gotcha. Right, so I've got to turn him round first. Like so. Place that down now. Fold the arms. So, like that. In a way. Right. Okay. Place it down. Rotate the head like so. Okay. Turn the head around and then place it down like that. So place okay. Hello, neuroponic life form. You just come to the end. I might watch that tomorrow, mate. I'm just finishing off Optimus Prime at the moment. Trying to absolutely get this spot on. Right. So, no, like so. There we go. Fold that in like so. I think that's how you do it. Gotcha. Right, so, yep. I think that's how it goes. They go down like so. I think, there we go. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Might have to change that around a bit. There we go, ladies and everyone. One Optimus Prime truck. And what a big truck this is. Doesn't squeeze in properly, but... Ah, gotcha, right, so... And the cable goes... That ain't bad. That really ain't bad. It really ain't bad. It's got some play to it. So what I might do is build these. If I'm back from my snooker session on Saturday, I might build these from Let's Talk Geeky and present it as a pick of the week. Okay. I'm not going to say how much I paid for this, but let me tell you something. I had 10 minutes to go before the Lego store shut in Stratford. But anyhow, here we go. One Optimus Prime. And what I'm going to do in a second, I'm going to compare that with two of my other Lego vehicles I've got. See the difference? It doesn't really go well, but I think this is more bigger scale for me than mini figures. Problem is, I might have to put him somewhere, but I don't know. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to transform him back. So that goes up like so. The arms come out like that. Okay, and up he goes. Twist it around like so. That goes the head. And goes the cab mounts like so. There we go, and there's his hands. Oh no, wait a minute. Very loose. Very, very loose. That's all I can say. And there we go. Right, I'm just going to stop the camera for a minute. Okay, go back over to my original cam. Okay, hello. Hello. Right, so here he is. Look at the size of him compared to the size of my arm. Mean eat your heart out. Give us a wave. I don't know why, but I think there might be a... Oh, no, that's the head gone there. The problem is you can't settle this down properly, and that's falling off. Very twisty. So what am I going to say? Ah, Roger, right. There we go. Yeah, these are very loose parts. Very fiddly and old. There we go. Right, so. Yeah, that is very, very loose. Now look at him. Ain't he gorgeous? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put in. I'll get my Empire State Building model in a minute. I've lost the bloody top of it. Look at this compared to this. Not as tall as the Empire State Building, but all I can say is that, yes, I bought a transformer. Am I ever going to get that DeLorean? I will one day. I'm going to try and, But no, this is absolutely brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. Anyway, right, I'm going to go. Say bye-bye, Optimus. And what I'll do, I'm going to leave Wendy's links in the description and also the link to the GoFundMe page. So if you wish to donate, go ahead. It'll be a great contribution to getting the book finalised and published. Anyway, all right, okay, everyone. I'm off. Have a great evening. Take care. So long. Broadcast.